What's up, guys? Welcome back to my match reaction for the Juve EMPOLI game a bit later because I was doing some things for the account. But we're here, excuse me. Before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as always. And then, yeah, let's get into it. 4-0. Actually unbelievable, you would think, considering what's happening this season, or maybe it's not that shocking, because we're all over the place. But it's a good win. It's a very good win on a Friday ahead of a game in the Champions League. We'll talk about that a little bit because Allegri touched on that. But the game itself, we needed to win at home against Empoli. No excuses. The lineup, it is what it is. But we started off, I thought, very good. We looked very sharp in terms of energy, intensity, like desire to get forward, to win that ball back. It wasn't always clean. We misplaced a lot of passes. We could have been more dangerous, especially in those first 20 to 25 minutes. If we were just a bit more careful with the ball, we weren't. We made some mistakes. It is what it is. But we got that early goal with Keane. Good cross from Kostic. Good finish, clean finish, 1-0. We should have scored more. We had chances with Keane, good situations where we, made the wrong decisions. And yeah, it was 1-0. And you always had that feeling like you need to close that game now because the opportunity is there. We didn't. And then we sat back, and we sat back a little bit too much. I think we got a little bit lucky towards the end because we could have conceded. We didn't. That's probably the positive news. Maybe against a better team, you concede and it's a different game. Like, you never know. But we invited the pressure way too much and we allowed them back into the game almost. That's what Allegri said after the game. But I'm going to agree with Allegri what he also said after the game. He said the positive thing is in the second half, we had energy that we usually don't have. We had the desire to win that ball back, don't concede a goal, run for each other, all those things. And it wasn't always clean. But it looks a little bit better than previous games, and that's purely based on actually desire at this point, to make up for a poor technical ability at this moment in time. So we did that, and we got the goals. With McKennie on a corner. He needed that. With Rabiot twice, who is on fire at this moment in time. It's unbelievable. And people might say he's playing for a contract. And, I wouldn't, disagree with that. It feels like that because he's playing well. He's scoring goals. It's actually unbelievable. But 4-0 should have been more. Milik missed an absolute sitter. Miretti unlucky. Like, we had chances. But we won. 4-0, 4 goals, and a clean sheet. Like, at this point, at this moment in time, you can't ask for more. Like, you can ask for more, but you're not getting more. I want to talk about single, individual. I think Rugani had a good game. He was calm. I think Cuadrado had an absolute stinker of a first half. It was bad. He wasn't amazing in the second half, but for once, he actually took on his man. For once, and he beat his man a few times for once. He got 2 assists at the end. But that first half was very, very worrying because he was giving the ball away in dangerous positions. They almost scored, and I think against a better side, you're in big trouble. He did better in the second half, but like, it's painful to watch at times. Really painful. I want to talk about that midfield a little bit because, Locatelli had a good game, finally, because he struggled. But I think he was even way better when Paredes came in on that pitch and he was allowed to play a little bit higher. And you can see, even for the 4th goal, the passes he can play, he can win that ball high up the pitch. He has a good, he has quality on the ball. He should be playing a bit more higher up the pitch, especially when you got Paredes. And after the game, Allegri said Paredes wasn't fit because he hasn't played for PSG for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I struggle to believe that he cannot play. But if that's the case, then I mean, I hope in the future we're gonna see Paredes in that position and Locatelli alongside him. Maybe with Pogba, let's see. But I think that's much better for Locatelli. But he was playing a good game, even in the different position. He was playing, excuse me, he was playing well. He struggled a lot this season, even last season, if you're being completely honest. Not all his fault, but he played very well. I thought he was even better when Paredes came on. So that's something to look forward to, especially, what if Pogba comes back. So that was great. Keane, I thought Keane had a very good game. He kept on to the ball very well, linked up play very well, got his goal. Was a bit unlucky to not get a second, but I thought he played very well, which at this point is a good thing because you need everyone. You cannot have players coming on and doing poorly or starting and doing poorly. He had a good game. I know it's EMPOLI, but like we struggle against anyone, so we need to take that at this point. And he had a good game, so that's also a positive note to build on. 2 wins, but we need a lot of wins in a row. We need to beat Lazio, Inter. We need to beat all of those teams to go into the World Cup break with some sort of positive feeling. And I'm not even counting the Champions League because I think that's done. But like just purely on that league, you need a lot more wins. Will we get those wins? I don't know. Let's see. What does it mean for the Benfica game? Like according to what the players are saying, and Allegri, they still believe. Allegri saying it's not over yet. I think it's over. You need to win twice, and you need to hope Maccabi pulls out a miracle at home against Benfica. I think it's impossible. Not the miracle. I think it's impossible for us to win twice, away to Benfica and away to PSG. At home against PSG. I watched a little of PSG. They're balling. Benfica won again today against Porto 1-0. I think it's done. If you want to get to Europa League, you need to just get a point at home against PSG or at home against Benfica. Unless you're Benfica already in the next group and they go to Maccabi and they don't really care, then you're kind of screwed. But I think you just need to build on the momentum, play well against Benfica, take that game very, very serious because you need to have momentum, positive feeling. I don't think an L or lose against Benfica in a very bad manner, and that's even 2-0 or like 1-0, but like you were not even close to getting anything out of that game. That could, I think have a negative impact on this group. There is some positive feeling, according to them, because they basically said we sat down, we looked each other in the eye as a group, blah, 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 all those things. Allegri is pushing that now in post-game, saying we look like more like a group, playing for each other. The will to not concede, the will to score more. He said there's more energy even in the second half. That's already positive. So I don't think losing against Benfica is a good thing. Not just for not making out of the Champions League, because I think that's almost done. I think that's done. Just based on keep that positive feeling alive ahead of, crucial Serie A games, ahead of next season also. So yeah, I mean, it was a good game, and I'll take that. 4-0. I think nobody expected us to win 4-0 because that's 4-0 basically. But we did that, and that's good. That's positive, and we keep it rolling now. Away to Benfica, and then let's see what's gonna happen. I don't think there are any injuries. Bonucci looked a bit, shaken up, but he played that second half, so that's already a good thing. One step closer to Chiesa and Pogba being back. I think Kostic had a good game, great assist. Too bad for the disallowed King goal because that was an amazing cross, pinpoint, very smooth. But he had a good game, so I think no negativities after tonight. I think more positive, a lot of positives in terms of it looked better, especially the drive, the intensity, and all those things. Which were all lacking, of course, quality, but like all those basic things were lacking. But we got that tonight. They showed that. They displayed that. They got the win. They got the 3 points, clean sheet, 4 goals. Good Friday evening. We can finally enjoy the weekend, looking at the other games, other results. Just relax ahead of a stressful game on Tuesday, I'm gonna say. But yeah. That's it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game. Do you think we are onto something finally? Or do you think, like the previous games, like Bologna and Maccabi win, it's just, one of those things, and then we go back on that roller coaster again, or we just never, left that roller coaster? So let me know in the comments. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. We will be back live on Monday, but will be a daily on Saturday and a podcast on Sunday. That will be back with me and Julian. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys, girls, in the next one. Ciao.